So I'm Andrea Holsworth, and I'm with Project Lead the Way. Project Lead the Way is a national educational nonprofit, and we serve students all across the country, students and teachers. We provide curriculum, professional development to really have them have an opportunity for project-based learning in the STEM fields. We have pathways, biomedical science, computer science, and engineering. I've been with Project Lead the Way for 8 years now. Served in a variety of different roles, but currently serve as the Vice President of Sales Enablement and Customer Operations. Before that, I was on our sales team, or what we refer to as our engagement team, and in a variety of different roles there, but really always focused on serving our customers and getting more access for students. But really excited to be in the role I am now because I can take the experience I had as a director on our engagement team and provide support and provide resources to them so they can be the best they can out in the field to support our schools. So I see a number of different ways that AI could benefit Project Lead the Way and specifically our sales team that I work alongside. But one of the things that we're most excited about is meeting intelligence alongside AI. So we see a lot of value in coaching and training. We have our senior directors, our sales managers, really providing that one-to-one support for our reps out in the field. And we want them to be able to have those coaching conversations, and the meeting intelligence helps with that, so we can see these calls, what's going well, maybe what are they struggling with. But I think a lot of times, I say this, that it's easier to edit than it is to get started. And so having that AI feedback automatically in there, it's helpful. That's a starting point. And then our senior directors, our sales managers can go in, provide more of that personalized coaching that they may see, but it gives them a starting point. So I'd say that's just a small area, but that's one of the things that we really want to start dipping our toe in within the next year. One of the other benefits that I see with meeting intelligence is I just think about as a sales rep being in the field, especially virtually now that we're, all we do is meet virtually, it feels like. We actually go to schools and districts too, but I would have loved it when I was a sales rep to just see, I think I know how I, show up on camera or how I'm speaking to a customer, but it is so helpful to go back and record and just see man, I said a lot. So it helps kind of with some of that coaching too. Project Lead the Way is an ever-growing organization, and we are expanding our reach all across the country. One of the things we're really focused in on is supporting our current customers. So we have I'd say, industry-leading 93% retention rate, which is pretty remarkable. We believe in that, and I would say that's not necessarily a go-to-market initiative, but it's something we really focus in on every single year is how do we continue to retain our customers. I would say the next thing we're focused in on, though, is what does upselling look like? And as a nonprofit organization in the education space, we don't necessarily talk in sales terms, so I say upselling, but really for us that means what else can we provide to those schools and districts that's going to help their students? So we have a whole suite of professional development that they can pair alongside what they already have from us. And so that's one of the things we're focused in on is how can we continue to support them after their first year, after their second year with us? What are some of those additional things that could help them on there? And then the other thing we're really focused in on is just we have a number of different programs that they can offer, and we want to make sure that we are integrating seamlessly into their school day, that we're not just another thing. So again, it's not necessarily a new go-to-market initiative, but it's something we're focused in on. So like I've mentioned, Project Lead the Way has an industry-leading retention rate, and once a school or district joins Project Lead the Way, they're generally with us for a while. But there is opportunity for them to continue to expand programs for their students or sections, more kids getting access to Project Lead the Way. But we've started to utilize Highspot for some of those conversations in the retention space, and also for the additional offerings that they could add to pair with their current programming. And one of the things we've really used are the digital resource rooms. We want those digital resource rooms to be that one-stop shop, that personalized support for that school, that district, that point of contact within that school or district. And one of the ways we've done that is we're slowly implementing. We're still not there. We're not done yet, but we've started to bring our implementations team in to our digital resource rooms. So our sales team, utilizes them. They send the digital resource room over. Now we need to bring in some content experts. So we bring in our implementations team. They can also add all their resources to that one digital resource room. We're looking at also adding our onboarding success representatives to that digital resource room. So if I'm a district contact, I just know that's my one-stop shop for everything they've created, from the quote all the way to, I'm in my first year. So we're trying to make that as seamless as possible, and digital resource rooms have done that for us. We've seen a variety of wins utilizing digital resource rooms for that one-stop shop for our customer base. And obviously there's been some metrics involved, but one of the things that we are hearing from our customers is, wow, I really appreciate that everything's in one place, and I can easily send it to my counterpart at the district. I can continue to send that out. Before, all we did was we added all those PDFs to an Outlook email and sent it, and then you're a busy district administrator managing multiple things. Now you need to go find, oh man, what was that date that email was on, and did I forward it, or who's getting it? And then from our end, we don't know who's viewing it. We don't know if it was a helpful resource. It's just living in an inbox. So we have been hearing from our customer base, thanks for putting everything in one spot. Like, I always know I can just go back to that one place, and that's where all my information is. And they also really like that it's personalized. And when I say personalized, I mean we throw their school district logo on it and things like that to make it feel like it really is their digital resource room. So Highspot has been a really key piece into our success over the last year. We've been implementing for a year now, so we have 1 year under our belt, which feels great. Multiple years to go to continue success, but one of the things we found valuable with Highspot is everything is there for our team. We were using SharePoint or other resources before, and it would always be like, well, is this the most up-to-date one, like document or asset? I think I've seen something else. Well, no, that's in a different file over there, and you have to go do this. And so providing our team one place for everything, and they know exactly where that spot is, or we've also been implementing sales plays over the last year, which has been really helpful for them to know no matter what product or what program they're talking about, everything they need to know, say, show, and do is in one location. And that's just been a breath of fresh air for them. They're not having to search and spend time digging around and making sure they have the right thing. We've given that to them. We've slowly started utilizing the LMS portion of it as well. We're right now using it when we onboard new team members. But we'd like to continue to utilize it for coaching and training and things like that. But the first year we really focused in on what can we do to make our directors' lives easier by getting them everything, one-stop shop, and then starting to use some of the instant answers as well. So just trying to find everything they can at their fingertips. And we're just dipping our toe really in what it looks like to do some of that training and coaching. But one thing that we want is consistency. So that's what Highspot has given us. All resources or all training can be posted in Highspot. And so we know that no matter what your team is or what your role is, you're getting the same experience. And it gives some of those quick, I'd say assessment checks along the way to check for that understanding. Not hard questions. We're not trying to trick them. We just want to say hey, did you get that? Or was that confusing? They can answer some of those questions and go back to the beginning if needed. But it also provides our sales managers the opportunity to see where their team members may have struggled, and then they can go in and provide that coaching to them too. We're just on the cusp of that, but I do see that as transforming the way that we coach internally. One of the things that we think about with the training and coaching piece is we want our team members out in the field supporting our customers, right? That's that they enjoy, that's what they're best at. So if we take them out of the field to host professional development, like a live professional development, we're taking them out of the field, taking them out of the time that they can be supporting customers. We're really conscious of that, and that's another reason we utilize Highspot is that learning can be done on their time, whenever that works best for them. Maybe it's when they're traveling, or obviously we have, dates that it needs to be done by, but instead of taking everyone out of the field on a Wednesday afternoon, it really is to do the learning when it works for your schedule. I would say that there are a lot of challenges that Highspot has helped us overcome. Not necessarily a specific business challenge that we've done this last year, but it really has helped us overcome multiple resources in multiple areas, not knowing a source of truth. And it's also helped us overcome preparing our team in a really effective, consistent manner. I'll revert back to sales plays. That's really helped us get together on how do we talk about a particular product or program. We all have our own lived experiences. We've all been out in classrooms and we've seen programs in different varieties of ways, but it's really helped us all come on the same page around branding and messaging and here are the most up-to-date assets. This is how we speak about the program. So not necessarily a specific challenge, but it's just helped us come back to the basics and we all have the same foundation. To me, Highspot really is consistent. And I say that consistent because it allows us to be consistent across all of our teams. We have, I wouldn't say large compared to some organizations, but a large team within Project Lead the Way. And we're based all over the U.S., supporting school districts of all kinds, private, public, parochial, charter. And so we want to have a consistent experience. PLW, Project Lead the Way, is showing up the same no matter where you're at. One of the things I would share is how impressed we've been with Highspot and the support we've been provided. We had a really great onboarding experience with Highspot, and it really helped us as a team hone in and decide how we wanted to leverage Highspot, how we wanted to implement Highspot. We had Samir was on our onboarding team, and he really helped us think deeply about what we were doing. I think sometimes he was probably herding cats with our team, trying to get us all over the place, but that experience has been really nice. And then just the support we continue to get from Highspot really has just been a great feeling to know if we need something, we can contact Highspot, or they can connect, our representative can connect us to someone else that's similar that we can also share best practices with.